$271 a month. Spend more than that at Costco, and upgrading to executive is free money. Spend less and you are donating the difference. That is the answer. The rest of this is the arithmetic that gets you there, and the fine print that moves it. In April 2018, Costco's chief executive told a Chamber of Commerce audience what happened when he brought a sensible idea to the company's founder. The hot dog combo was losing money. The price had not moved since 1985. Surely it was time. The founder's reply, which the fact-checking site Snopes has since rated true, was this, quote, "If you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out." End quote. He figured it out. Rather than touch the price, Costco built its own hot dog plant in 2008 and cut out the supplier. Last fiscal year, Americans bought 245 million of them. A grown man threatening murder over a hot dog sounds like retail folklore. It is actually a financial disclosure. The hot dog is not priced to make money, because at Costco almost nothing on the floor is priced to make much money. Once you see that clearly, every membership question answers itself. Here is the arithmetic Costco publishes every year and almost nobody reads. In fiscal 2025, the company collected $5.3 billion in membership fees, against $10.4 billion in total operating income. Half of Costco's profit, more or less, walks in the door before anyone buys a single rotisserie chicken. The other half is squeezed deliberately thin. The founders rule caps markups at roughly 14% on brand products and 15% on KI at RK Lund, where a department store might take 50%. Quote, "On Wall Street, they're in the business of making money between now and next Thursday. We want to build a company that will still be here 50 and 60 years from now." End quote. 9 American and Canadian members in 10 read up every year. A 92% renewal rate that any subscription software company would frame and hang on the wall. This is why the chains stay cheap, the chicken stays $4.99, and the company can live with it. What Costco actually sells is renewal. The cheap hot dog is not generosity. It is retention marketing you can eat. Which brings us to the only real question a shopper faces. Which entry ticket to buy? Costco's American membership tiers, after the September 2024 increase, the first in 7 years, are Gold Star at $65 and Executive at $130, with Business also at $65. Executive's headline benefit is a 2% annual reward on most Costco purchases, capped at $1,250 a year, paid out as a certificate with your renewal notice. The break-even is one line of arithmetic. Executive costs $65 more than Gold Star, and 2% has to earn that back. 65 divided by 2% is $3,250 a year. $3,250 a year is $271 a month, or $62.50 a week. 2 other lines are worth knowing. For the reward to cover the whole $130 fee, you need $6,500 a year. To reach the reward cap at all, you need $62,500 a year. Congratulations! Spend more than $271 a month at Costco, and the executive upgrade is free money. Spend less and you are donating the difference. There is no third case. Now the uncomfortable part. By industry survey data, the average member spends about $100 a visit and roughly $3,000 a year, which parks the typical household just below the line. The honest conclusion is that the upgrade is not for most people by default. It is for people who check their actual spending and clear the bar. Your last 12 months of purchases are visible at the membership counter or in your account. 5 minutes there settles a decision the internet argues about endlessly. 3 fine print items change the picture more than most blog posts admit. First, gas does not earn the 2%. Fuel is excluded from the executive reward, and the pump savings argument belongs to the Costco Anywhere Visa, which pays 5% on Costco gas with no annual fee. Membership reward and credit card reward are two different machines. Run both if you qualify, but do not credit one with the other's output. Second, executive now buys time, not just money. Since June 2025, executive members get early entry, 9 to 10 in the morning most days and 9 to 9:30 on Saturdays, plus a $10 monthly Instacart credit on orders over $150. If you use that credit even half the year, that is $60 of the $65 gap on its own. Third, the whole bet is refundable. Costco Satisfaction Guarantee covers the membership itself. Cancel anytime, get the full year's fee back. The downside case of guessing wrong is zero, which is not something you can say about most $130 decisions. 2 footnotes before you treat that guarantee as infinite. Electronics have a 90-day window, a rule created in 2007 after members returned televisions they had owned for years. And the gold bars Costco now sells, a clip of $100 to $200 million a month, our final sale. Yes, gold bars. They sell out in hours. 2 mechanics questions people ask at the counter, answered here instead. Every membership, Gold Star included, comes with a second card free for someone in your household. A couple does not need 2 memberships, and the 2% pools onto one account. And the executive reward arrives as a certificate mailed with your renewal notice, roughly 2.5 months before your year rolls over, 1 per household, spendable in the warehouse like cash. It is not an automatic statement credit. So treat the envelope that looks like junk mail with respect. A guide that never says do not is an ad. So here is the list. The executive upgrade, and sometimes Costco itself, is the wrong answer if any of these describe you. You spend under $271 a month there. That is the math, and no anecdote beats it. You live far from a warehouse. The gas savings rule of thumb analysts use is that the pump price must beat your local station by 1 cent per mile of round trip before the drive pays for itself, and groceries obey the same physics. You live alone, and a 4-pound tub of spring mix is a science experiment by Thursday. Or you know yourself to be the person the treasure hunt aisle was designed for, whose $40 trip reliably becomes $180. Costco's model is honest, but it is not neutral. The store is engineered so that walking to the milk takes you past the kayaks. For the low-frequency shopper, there are legal side doors, though they are closing one by one. The pharmacy requires no membership because of federal rules, not Costco kindness. Costco.com sells to non-members at 5% surcharge. And a member can gift you a shop card, which gets you in and paid, though only members can buy the cards. But the food court went members only in April 2024. Door scanners arrived in August 2024, and the last member-free gas pumps, New Jersey's, shut off in 2022. The era of borrowing your neighbor's card is ending on schedule, and the company is not sorry. As it put it while announcing the crackdowns, quote, "We don't feel it's right that non-members receive the same benefits and pricing as our members." End quote. The same calculation runs in Korea with different numbers. After the May 2025 increase, Korean fees are $43,001 for Gold Star, $38,000 for business, and $86,000 for executive. The executive benefit is the same 2%, with an annual cap of $1.2 million won. 43,001 divided by 2% is 2,150,000 won a year. 179,000 won a month. 1 trip a month at that size and executive is already ahead. 1 trip every 2 months and Gold Star is the answer. To reach the Korean reward cap, you would have to spend 60 million won a year. 3 places the 2 countries part. Payment. The American co-brand is a CE Visa, while Korea has a single card partnership with Hyundai Card. The new American benefits, early entry and the Instacart credit, have no confirmed Korean rollout. and fuel is excluded from the 2% in the United States, which means the Korean executive calculation is still almost entirely the 2%. One Korean story needs a caveat. The Yanyi warehouse in Seoul has been reported for years as the highest-grossing Costco in the world. But Costco does not publish store-level rankings. So the verifiable statement is that Yanyi was widely reported as the world's number one. Whether it still is, nobody officially knows. The scale, though, is on the record. Costco Korea's fiscal 2025 revenue was 7.322 trillion won, up 12.1%, on operating income of 254.5 billion won, across 19 warehouses. The renewal rate there is reported to be close to 90%. Nothing the American parent would be embarrassed by. There is a shadow on that record. In the previous fiscal year, the Korean unit paid 250 billion won in dividends to its American parent, more than the 206.2 billion won it earned in net income that year, while domestic donations came to 1.4 billion won. It drew criticism, where a company that turns half its fees into profit sends the money it earns in a country is worth knowing before a member presses renew. One if, while we are here, because it will find you eventually. K.I.R.K. Lund vodka is not Grey Goose. The producer has denied it flatly. Quote, "The spiral claim is completely false." End quote. The rumor survives on nothing more than a shared water source in cognac. K.I.R.K. Lund is its own machine. A private label doing an estimated $86 billion a year, about a third of the company's revenue, which is more than most of the national brands it imitates. So, check your last year of spending at the counter. Over $3,250, upgrade, collect the reward, take the early hour. Under it, Gold Star, and spend the $65 difference on hot dogs. It buys 43 of them. Either way, you now know what you are actually buying. Not warehouse access. A share in the deal the founder described to the Times 20 years ago. The company built to still be here in 50 or 60 years, funded by members who keep deciding, 9 times out of 10, that it is worth another year. The hot dog is still $1.50.